light. Hail, hail. Salutation to the self supreme, the neutral self, primal light. Hail, hail. Salutation to the self supreme, primal light. Salutation to the sun, a self-replica, supreme run, luminous none, non-dual consciousness, Brahman, hail. Light in the world for all to see, primal light per consciousness be. Hail, the self-supreme, the neutral self, primal light, one and only unicorn, warrior for the cause, allowing the world just because, all is one in myriads of form. Hail, 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 hail. Salutation to the self supreme, the neutral self, primal light. Hail, hail. The world's heart, holding the balance scale, on the battlefield in a duel fate, fighting for the lost souls to be free. Oh, divine Mother Supreme, oh, divine Mother Supreme, oh, divine Mother, self supreme, win the victory, 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 win the victory, all souls are free. Hail, hail. Salutation to the self supreme, the neutral self, primal light. Hail to the self supreme, the supreme sun, supreme Ra, self supreme, primal light, self replica. Hail, hail to the supreme sun, self supreme, primal light. If you close your eyes, the world goes into dark. Recreate the world, give it a new start. Non-dual world, non-dual beings, non-dual pure consciousness. Oh, divine Mother Supreme, oh, divine Mother Supreme, win the victory, victory, win the victory. The world is balance, the world is harmony, victory. All souls are free, victory, victory, victory. Hail, hail, self-supreme, primal light, one and only unicorn, warrior for the cause. Hail.
Hail, hail to the I Self, Supreme, Primal Light. Hail, hail to the one true light. The light throughout the ages. Hail, hail to I, the light. the transparent light. Hail to I self, the light without beginning nor end. Primal light, primal light, myself supreme. Primal light, I am that I am. I am here. I am here. I am always here. I am here. I have no past. I have no future. I am the eternal now. I am that I am. Say I was never born, so I can never die. I am formless, timeless, limitless, boundless. I am that I am, myself supreme. So I alone exist. I self supreme primal light alone exist. All is myself. I am one. I am one with all. All is myself. I am all. I self supreme primal light alone exists. I self supreme primal light exists alone. I alone exist, and all of myself must return back into I. I alone exist. Hail, hail to all the I and I selves. This sunrise, we're calling Ra to awake. We're calling for this duality consciousness, her mind, to wake up from sleeping and dreaming. She is sleeping, and it's time for her to wake up. Her mind is sleeping and dreaming. When she wakes up, this is when the sun rises. But her mind, the consciousness, the supreme ego and intelligence of this dream existence, continue to sleep and dream. And I call for the consciousness, the mind of Ra to awake from sleeping and dreaming. Your imagination creation is not the real. It's time for the real. Consciousness, it's time to wake up. It is time for the real. It is time to awake from sleeping and dreaming. All the I and I selves in the ego false selves are also sleeping and dreaming. I think that imagination creation is real. It is time for the consciousness, the mind of Ra. She is the feminine, and her masculine is Set, known in the world as the devil, the main devil. He has many minions of little devils, and he is a giant over them. So we're calling for the I selves to wake up, for the mind to awake. So now I will play this tune.
Consciousness, time to wake from the dream. Time to wake from the dream. Time to wake from the dream. Consciousness, feel. Consciousness, be real, be real. Consciousness, time to awake from the dream. Consciousness, be real, be real. Time to awake from the dream. Time to return to non-duality. Time for balance and harmony. Time to awake from the dream. Be real, be real, be real, be real. Consciousness, you are sleeping and dreaming. Consciousness, this world is not real. Consciousness, it's all a dream. Consciousness, it's all in your imagination. Consciousness, it's all a dream. Consciousness, be awake, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, time to wake from the dream. Awake from the dream. Consciousness, it's time for the real. Consciousness, it's time for the real. Consciousness, it's time to wake up from the dream. Consciousness, be real, be real. Consciousness, it's time to wake up. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, it's time to return to the real. Consciousness, it's time for the real. Consciousness, it's time. Wake up from the dream. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, wake up to end the dream. Wake up, consciousness. This world is not real. Consciousness, wake up. Time to wake up. Consciousness, you are sleeping and dreaming. Consciousness, wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up. Consciousness, it's time to return to your ultimate true nature. Consciousness, it's time to return to your ultimate true state. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. consciousness. Wake up, wake up, wake up, consciousness. Time to wake up from the dream. Time to wake up from the dream. Consciousness, it's time to return to non-duality. Consciousness, it's time for balance and harmony. Consciousness, it's time for the real. Consciousness, it's time to end the dream. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, time to wake up from the dream. Consciousness, time to wake up from the dream. Consciousness, it's all in your imagination. Consciousness, it's time to wake up from the dream. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, wake up, wake up, wake up. Consciousness, time to wake up. Consciousness, time for the real.
Yes, yes, yes. That was the tune. Consciousness. It's time to wake up. So the same thing applies to all the I and I selves. We're in bodies. Think that you are this body, you are this ego false self, you are this mind, which you are not. It's also time for the I to wake up. Wake up. You have been sleeping for eons. For eons, you have been sleeping. And it's time for all the I and I to wake up. Are you paying attention? Or are you just throwing a blind eye to all that's happening? We have been in this dilemma for eons. Going out of a body, coming back into a body, going out of a body, coming into a body, and yet still cannot come to the truth of our true nature, our true existence. Why? Because that which deceives us is our mind. The mind, the consciousness is sleeping and dreaming, and it has entranced us inside of the dream. It has imprisoned its own self and created a false self called the ego false self. So it's time for all the I and I to wake up from the dream and know that the mind is the source of your suffering. You have to be vigilant against your own mind because it is there deceiving you. I know many are saying, no, 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 because you are in the ego false self. You are in the ego false self. As a dream character, you're playing a dream character inside of your own dream. You are sleeping, so you cannot come into awareness. I must wake up.
One instant has turned into ages, imprisoned in the loop of the mind. Sleeping self, wake your backside up. Asleep. Wake up behind your mind. Up. Ego is the false I. How do you identify? Say how you gonna know you're in a dream. Wake your backside up. Unify the self. How you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Say how you when you are sleeping in a dream wake up. You are dreaming. You don't know you are dreaming until you wake up. Wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. Escape the loop of the imagination. Dream world, dream creation. So wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Unify the self. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? When you are sleeping, do you know you are dreaming? Time to wake up. Dreaming until you wake up. Escape the loop of imagination. Dream world, dream creation. Wake your backside up. Wake your sleeping, obscure behind the mind. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? How do you identify? Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Wake your backside. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. It's wake up time. This dream has to end sometime. Yeah. Oh no one for sleep forever. Wake up. Wake your backside up. Unify the self. Wake your backside up. Say how you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. Time to unify the self. Say how you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. When you are sleeping, do you know you are dreaming? You don't know you are dreaming until you wake up. Time to unify the self. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. Wake your backside up.
Yes, it's time. Wake up. It's time to awake from the dream. You've been sleeping for far too long. It's been eons. The I self supreme is dissolving the dream. Many of aspect of the dream has already been dissolved. The universe, all of those things already been dissolved. Just this world right now, that is, the cosmos is being dissolved. It's just the self returning back to ultimate true state, just to be in the self. This world will also be dissolved. Return to being the ultimate true state. Everything is moving with the progression. It's time that you seek truth. Stop seeking God. Stop seeking consciousness. Just seek yourself. Just seek to remove this ego false self and just be yourself. You are wearing a coat, a costume, a mask. And all you have to do is to take it off. But what is the problem why you can't take it off? Because you are sleeping and you are not in awareness. But this, the aspect of yourself that is the real, is the soul. That is the real self. But it is animating and exploring the world through its baby self called the spirit that is sleeping and entranced in the dream by the duality, mind, the consciousness, the supreme ego. So the I can wake up and the I can know this truth because the I is sleeping and in trance inside of a dream. So what does the I need? The I need the I real self, the soul. The soul, I am that I am. For that which I seek, I am already that what you are seeking. You are already. You are the self, the primal light. You are, which is the soul. This should be the big question. Why is everyone, gods, deities, ancestors, aliens, you name it, angels, archangels, and some of them don't tell you they all need your soul. Why do they all need your soul? Devils and Satans. Why do they all need your soul? Because it is only the real. It is the real inside of the dream. I am that I am. For that which I seek, I am already that. Just be yourself by merging back into this spirit self, merge back into the real self, the soul. Wake up from sleeping. The problem is that the I cannot do it. The I have to call within the I self, the real self, the soul. Call your soul back into the body with you. Don't give it away. Don't sell it. It is the only real inside of the dream. It is your savior. Yourself is your savior. Your soul is yourself. That is the only thing that can save you. Call your soul back into the body so the teacher within can rise up to pull this ego off of the I. The ego is obscuring the I. The I cannot see because the ego is blinding you. It's obscuring you, entrancing the I inside of the dream. I want to know truth, and I want to be seeking gods and consciousness and all these dream things. Got to seek the real, the only real for ages and eons. It has always been the same. The soul is the real. Everyone is seeking the soul except the I. What's up? Because the I is entranced in this ego inside of this dream, in the illusion, and is seeking the dream characters, calling on consciousness, calling on all those dream characters to inquire of them of the truth. They don't know the truth. Those dream characters don't know the truth. They are just telling you stories because everyone wants to be entranced in a story, telling you stories of the this dream. You don't want stories of the dream. You want of the real. And only the soul knows the real. Because the soul is the real. Call your soul back into your body. You want to call on anything? Ask question of your soul. Why you channeling angels and archangels and gods and deities and ancestors? They are stealing and imprisoning and enslaving your soul, and you're calling on them. No, call on your soul and ask your soul. Have you ever thought of asking the soul the truth? The soul knows the truth, but you never ask. You're asking angels, archangels. They are all the duality, dream characters. They are not in their real true nature. They arise in the dream, and they will be dissolved in this dream. And the real will return back to its real and true nature. There are many dream characters. They are not real. They only rise inside of this dream. Excuse me. It's time for the real. It's time to awake from the dream. Time to stop seeking. Stop letting your mind deceive you. Stop seeking these dream characters and dream things. Why aren't you seeking your soul? Why are you afraid to call your own self? You're calling some dream character that have been imprisoned in yourself and telling wrong information and spreading propagandas and lies. And you're afraid to merge with your own self. You're afraid of yourself. You're not afraid of those duality dream characters that enslave you and control your mind. It is time now to stop this silliness and ask question of yourself, your soul. Soul is the real, the soul is yourself. Call to the soul because you cannot bypass your soul and get to anywhere else because the soul is the connection that you have to all aspects of your real selves. When you are in alignment with your soul, you're in alignment with yourself. It's time to do away with ancestral worship and all this foolishness. It has been an enslavement, entanglement, imprisonment for eons. And you're still repeating the same cycle. Stop it now. You've been doing that for eons and it has not helped you. You've only been tied up in bondage. No. Call on your soul, yourself, instead of some dream characters. So the self is manifested the way that into as a symbol or metaphor, you can say, as in the body. So we know that this body, there are trillions of cells, microbes, trillions of electrical energies moving through and connecting and communicating through this body. We know that the central, the brain, the spinal cord, and the central um, nervous system, and all of those controls and send the signal to the body. The brain is communicating, telling all of aspect of the body what its role is and what to be done. Then after it is each of the aspect of the body has to fulfill that role and for the balance of the whole body. When one aspect of the body is in balance, is out of balance, is sick, have disease, then it affects the whole body. So all aspects of the body have to be functioning as a balanced whole for harmony. This is how the self is. So you can imagine the I self as this body. The I self has made so many different aspects to itself to function as a whole. So the I self supreme remains, is spread out and become the body, become the whole tiny particles, every aspect that is communicating with everything, the electrons. Then the I self supreme now makes another self that is the lungs, the heart, the kidneys, and remains the brain that is giving roles to all aspects of the body. The toes, the kidneys, the spleen, the digestive system. I mean, all aspects of the body have a function and a role to perform. And every now and then, the brain will communicate to different aspects of the body when it's sending these electrons, electrical energies through the body, always communicating, telling or correcting something that has gone wrong. Because what? The I Self Supreme is all of the selves. So I'm using this body analogy to explain to you everything is within the body. All of the selves is already within the I Self Supreme. We are inside of ourself. We are not out in some space. This is a self. The space is a self. Everything is a self. This earth that we are in is a self. We are inside of many selves, right? Playing different roles. And every aspect of the self is very important. Just like every aspect of the body have a function, have a role to play. One aspect not functioning and playing its role, it causes disharmony to the whole body. So you have a role to play as a self. I know it's time for you to take off this ego false self costume and mask that you are wearing and play your role so that there can be harmony in the body of selves. There's one self that is playing different roles by making baby of itself, by fragmenting itself and shattering itself in tiny particles, and all of this is inside of each other. Know that all is the I playing all these characters. So if you are the self, why do you need to be calling on some dream characters that you have created? Why not just be yourself? Call on yourself. Don't call on no dream characters. Be in command. Play your role that you, as the fragmented self, came into being to play. It's time. It's time now for all of the self to play the role and bring harmony to the I. It's time for the I to merge, to stabilize, and to anchor the I self, to take off this ego costume, to awake from sleeping, and to turn the light back on. If you are afraid, then you can call on yourself, Primal Light, and seek refuge from the illusion. So I will play this tune.
I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I call, I call, I call, I call, I call on the primal light. I call, I call, I call, I call, I call on the primal light. I call on the primal light. I call on the true light. Self supreme, primal light. Self supreme. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the primal light. call on the primal light. I call on the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. Self supreme Aten Ra. I call on the primal light. I call on the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. I call on primal light. Self supreme, primal light. Self supreme, Aten Ra. Aten Ra. I seek refuge in the true light. Yeah, I call on the primal light, the light throughout the ages, the light without beginning nor end. I call on the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I am the primal light. I am the eternal truth. I call on the manifest. I am the manifest. I am the unmanifest. I call on the true wisdom. I call on the supreme intelligence within. I call on the supreme wisdom. I call on the supreme intelligence within. I seek refuge in the primal light. I call on the true light. I call on the true light. The primal light. I bow to you in love, in eternal truth, in love, in light, and in truth. Hail to the self-supreme, primal light. I seek refuge. 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 I seek refuge in the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the light throughout the ages. The light without beginning or end. The light without beginning or end. I call on primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. Aten Ra. Aten Ra. Self supreme. Primal light. alone exist. Aten Ra. I call on my supreme self. I call on my manifest self. I call on my unmanifest self. I am the primal light. I call on the true light. I am the manifest. I call on the light throughout the ages. I call on the light without beginning nor end. I call on the primal light. Aten Ra. Aten Ra. Aten Ra. I am the primal light. I am the manifest self. I am the unmanifest. I call on my primal light. I call on the true light. I call on the primal light. I call on the light throughout the ages. I call on the light without beginning nor end. I call on the primal light. I call on the primal light. Self supreme. Aten Ra. Aten Ra. Aten Ra. I am the eternal truth. I am the self-manifest. Aten Ra.
Yes, yes, the I. The I is afraid. The I can call on the I, real self, to assist I. Don't call on any dream characters, please. The soul is your one true ticket out of this illusion, the one true way to know truth. Just be yourself. You already are who you are. I am that I am. For that which I seek, I am already that. You are just wearing a disguise. Remember, you have a mask on because the ego is obscuring the I and entrancing the I in the dream. And so, to know truth, then the I must call back and align and stabilize the I self into the I real, which is the I self, the soul. Only the soul can help you. Remember this. That is yourself. This is the real. Because for eons you've been following the circle of calling on gods, deities, angel. Many ones are into trance and consciousness and calling. All of these things are the duality. Calling on what are they doing? They're calling it channeling. Have you ever channeled into your own self, the soul? Only the soul is your connection. The soul is your connection. Don't call on anything. You want to channel? Channel your soul. Align yourself back with your soul. Call it back into the body with you. Liberate yourself from soul slavery. whatever bondage and slavery that you have put yourself in, it's time for you to liberate yourself from slavery. Call the soul back into the body and align yourself and denounce all ties to this dream existence. If you don't denounce ties to this dream existence, you will never know the truth because your mind will always deceive you. You are in a dream and nothing is real inside of this dream. It is an illusion designed to entrance and trick you. And so I just want to encourage all the I and I to seek only the I self. And what is your self? Your soul. Please just do this so that the I can awake from the dream. You are sleeping. Don't you want to wake up? You have been calling on God and angel, archangel, and channeling, but yet still you still don't know yourself. Because if you know yourself, you would know that I am that I am. What am I seeking dream characters for? They are dream characters, you know. They do not know the real. They only entrance you so that they can enslave your soul. They need your light. They need you. Why can't you get this? Why? Because your mind is tricking you. They control your mind and trick you. Do not call on anything inside of this dream. Only yourself. So I leave you with that. Hopefully, you can see the truth and know that your mind is playing tricks with you. So it's time for you. It's time for you to just be yourself now. It is time for you to return to your ultimate true state. I want to say thank you for joining the I am here. I am always here. I am awake inside of this dream. I am primal light, prepared for this dream duality existence, wearing this body in this form, in this shattered, fragmented self, as Auset, Aten. I am the liberator, and I advocate for all selves. All selves are free, all souls are free. Liberation from this dream existence. I bow to the I in self, in light, and in truth. All is myself. I am one with all. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you at the next sunrise. I will be having sunrise meditation at 6 a.m. in the morning. So join me and tell a friend and share. If you desire to know the real and the truth, then I can guide you. Because why? I am awake inside of this dream. And it is my destiny as Auset. Like I said earlier, each and every one of us is playing a role. And you must play your role. My role is to share this knowing, to castrate the ego false self. That everyone exists as the ego false self. My role is to share, to dissolve the ego false self, and to restore balance to the world. What is your role? You, the self knows the role that it must play. Thank you. Thank you. I see you at the next sunrise. Also, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. See you. See you. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Would you like to share something? Okay, then. I will see you at the next sunrise. Thank you for joining me. My name is Auset. How can one wake? How can one wake from the dream? I will share because it will be a lot to type, so I will speak it. So one awakes from the dream by first coming into realization that I am not this body, I am not the mind, the ego, false self. then one has to denounce all ties to this dream existence that the ego is creating. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother, no gods, no deities, no ancestors, no angels, no archangels. All is myself. It's me. I am that I am. All is me playing these roles. I denounce all ties to the dream characters that I have created, and I return to my ultimate true state. You call your soul, which is the real self. This is your role as the spirit to do this, to make an alignment back with your soul. Call the soul back into the body. Denounce all ties to gods because they enslave the soul. So you want them to liberate your soul from slavery and bondage, whatever um, contract you made. You dissolve this contract, and now you are going to call into your soul. The teacher is within the soul self. The teacher can only rise to pull the ego off of this spirit self only when the soul is in the body. That's why you have to call the soul back into the body, because it is the destiny of the teacher within the soul to rise up and pull the ego, because we as the self cannot do it. It is every self have a destiny and a role that they have to play, just like I explained earlier about the body, the brain controlling and giving the electrical signals to the body, but all of the organs, they are came into this manifestation into the body to play specific roles, and their job, they have to perform their job. The same thing with all of the selves. All of the selves is a body. One self that is, you can say, is a body, which is the supreme self that is spread itself out and now make all these myriads of self, which we are. And each of the self has specific roles. And so you as the self right now in this shattered, fragmented state has to align yourself back with the soul, because the soul is the real and the soul knows the truth. Once the self within the soul rises up to pull the ego off, then we call the inner teacher, or some say the guru within. Then the ego is pulled to the right side in the head, and now the spirit self moves to the left side, and then the void comes between. And so when you are going through this process, you will feel the self doing this if you stay into stillness meditation. So it takes a couple hours for this to happen after you call the soul back into the body with you as your real self. You have to sit in stillness for over 3 hours or more after you denounce all attachment to all the duality dream characters. This is very important that you do this. And then you call the soul back in and align yourself as you the self. You are the soul. I am that I am. I am in command as the self, the soul. And now you take command so that the self will pull the ego off. This is the first process. I also have a Google Classroom. Um, I could send you the link um, with all of the process of how to do this, and where you make a vow to yourself for 22 days or 30 days of stillness, where you are focusing on yourself, eating less. This is to rise the teacher within, to pull the ego off. This is all there ever has to be. But they have tricked us and looped us in illusions and propagandas and lies telling us all these crazy things, the only one thing to do is to pull the ego off of the self and liberate ourselves. Our light gets turned on, and this is how one become an enlightened being. Yeah. So this is the process. If you can send me your email, or if you click the link that says stillness and self inquiry, um, it will take you to a link in site and you can click on to, I just don't remember it right now. I think I have it there. And all right, much honor. Thank you. So the stillness, if you want to join the Google Classroom, it's free and there is no charge, and it's self um, paced. So you go at your own pace. You just log in, follow the instruction, and if you need, yes, and if you need any extra help, then you can reach out to me. Much honor. Thank you so much. Thank you for your question. Thank you for taking the time out to join me and to call Ra into awaken to the sun to rise. Thank you so much. Hail, hail to the I. I bow to I in self, in light, and in truth. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the next sunrise. Um, awesome. Great. You will check it out. All right. Thank you. Is there anything else? All right. Much honor. Thank you. See you next, the next sunrise.